Damn, those noobs just went overboard. Oh, you just borrowed up. Oh. FUD, just get that FUD out. He just lost 37%. BitConnect just got destroyed. It's still holding on though. Bitcoin's still holding on. Bitcoin doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do at this point. It's dazed. It's hit. It's weak. Shit's getting just... Look at bag holders are losing arms. He's trying to run with BitConnect, but BitConnect's in a daze. Bitcoin's in a daze right now. Just in a daze. He's putting his helmet back on. And that's what we got to do. We got to put our helmets back on, and we got to fight. And we got to fight back. Guys, what is going on? Mike Cesaroni. And, we're just going to hang out. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk about the price of BTC. We're going to talk about this drop. Obviously, today was a very red day. And we saw a very, very... bloody day in the market, but that does not mean we do not have opportunity. So the number one thing that we have to remember is that when Bitcoin sees these dumps, sees these pullbacks, that there's other opportunities to be able to get yourself into. All right. Think about, I was saying the other day, think about, just last month or 2 months ago when Bitcoin was at 11,000. And you were saying to yourself, man, I wish I would have caught that, $6,000 drop. I wish I could have caught. That's how you have to look at it. You have to look at it in situations like, all right, during these drops, how am I going to take advantage of the market? How am I going to set myself up so when the run does come, I am prepared, and I'm prepared to make profits, because that's why we're here. We're here to make money. We're here to trade. And for all you day traders, that's what we're here to do. We're here to make money each and every day. So let's take a look at the market, how it is right now. Bitcoin down 4.35% today. The candle reset at 7 o'clock Eastern time. So overall, my day today, we've been down more than 4.35%. But as it stands right now, as the reset occurred, we are down 4.35%. We were dangling around at 8,200 all day today, and I had mentioned and stated earlier in my live stream that if we did dip below that $8,100 area, we were going to go down with conviction and test that 79. I had 78.90, which I believe it didn't possibly get down to. Maybe not. Let me check. Let's check the charts here. So our low was 79.07. Now this is how I have it pretty much drawn out here. And guys, I say this a lot. When we are breaking through support, okay, old support turns into new resistance. Now we have a resistance set here at 8,300. Let's just call 8,300 our resistance. I believe it's a little higher, a couple dollars give or take. But what I want to see for a reversal in the market is to see one of these supports get hit and some volume immediately come into the market, and see a green candle for all you swing trade, for all you scalpers. I know I have a lot of viewers that do like to scalp. Still not looking at it as a scalping standpoint right now, because it's very unpredictable. Right now, I think the price is just very unpredictable, and it's and it's not, the chart's not really telling me much. The chart is telling me that if we break the support here at 79.35, then our next support is around the $7,700 area. So this is how I have it. We're holding this 7,900 decent, right? There's still an hour, there's still 2 hours left in this 4-hour candle to make our decision on whether we're going to either rest on this support or we're going to close below it. A close below this support with no volume coming into the market would probably indicate a further drop. So as of right now, I have it standing to a possible leg up to the 81.26, 81.30 zone, 81.50 maybe, and then another drop, because I just don't see the volume coming in yet. I don't think the volume is strong enough to see that reversal. Again, we had support here. As you can see, this level, I'm going to put in white because we already broke right through that resistance right here. And I had said earlier in my stream that if we break this white line that we did already break, we would end up going down to the next support. And that's exactly what we did. But in a case like this, when we're up here and we broke out of this bear flag, okay, we did see some volume, but not enough to get back up to this resistance, to get back up to the support, which is now a resistance. So I'm not seeing that right now. I'm not seeing volume come in at these support levels, which is just indicating to me that we are just going to continue dropping. Now, this green candle here that I have, this green arrow, is a possibility that I have on the table that is not definite. It is just something that could happen. We could consolidate between these two areas of support and resistance and kind of create another bear flag. So if that does happen, without us breaking up with enough volume, then we're just going to continue working our way down because there's just not enough volume coming in. Bitcoin having some pullback. What up, Nick? My man Nick's in the house. Bitcoin having some pullback. It sure is, Nick. And right now, this is kind of like the Wild West. We're not really sure where it's going to go, so we just kind of have to wait and see what the next move is going to be. We did just jump up all the way to the 8,000, but as you can see, we are bouncing off of this support over and over. So it's a possibility that that support could hold. It could hold, and we could start seeing some consolidation within this zone until we see another leg down, if we don't see enough volume come in. You got out of your short? Yeah. Good, man. You know why? Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, man, right now, as far as an investor standpoint, it's hard to put a long or a short in this case. It's hard to really know where it's going to go because where's my coin? I know I just had a quarter somewhere. Damn, I was going to do a good analogy and flip a coin, but I don't have it right here. But you flip a coin right now, heads or tails, we're not really sure where it's going to go. That's where I'm standing right now. It's a coin toss. Nick says, so possible short around 8,200. 8,200. I mean, listen, here's my support here that now just turned into resistance. This is the support right here at 81.37. 81.37 was our support earlier today that we didn't hold. So we never held that support. It broke right through, and now we're bouncing off the next support. So now that kind of turns into a new resistance. So, I mean, if you want to go short at 82, that would kind of be a wick over the resistance, right? I would get out if we see a break, I wouldn't do too much leverage. I would stay very, very short with my leverage. I would stay very low, do a 5 or 10 times leverage. I wouldn't go anything crazy because, there is a possibility that we could get down on one of these supports and enough buy volume comes in to just see a complete reversal. Overall, I'm bearish, and I just think this thing is going down to at least 7,600. That's my call within the next week. As of right now, shorting it right now, we're going to have a hard... So you need to look at this resistance now, this support. Exactly. Ladder yourself in. So here's a good idea, right? If you were looking for a short position, you could actually enter partial short at 81.37. If we do get up to 82, you could do another partial entry. So say you're looking for, I'm just going to give an example, $100 entry as a short. Right. So $100 entry as a short. I would do maybe 50% at the 81.37, so $50 at the 81.37, and then if we do hit the 8200, throw another $50 because that would just be a wick above resistance. Anything over 82, I believe, has a chance to go a little bit further than that, maybe up to the 83 area. So right now, overall, we're looking bearish. I wish we were looking bullish. But guys, you have to understand that there is opportunity to make money in a market like this. There's JFX, there's BitMEX. Send me a DM on Twitter if you guys want any information on how to set up a BitMEX or a JFX account. Because shorting right now is honestly the only way that I can see making money in a market like this. As we go down, Nick says, I don't see it running yet. I don't either, Nick. I don't either, man. I don't see it running. There's just not enough volume coming in. I do believe that we will go down to this next resistance. We also have a small resistance here at the 78.65. Some of these could hold. But yeah, Nick, I'm just not seeing enough volume come in for a run. So I would play it very cautious here because we are on support. Here's the thing. I would never want to put in a short position on a support, especially when it's laying right on top of a support, because on that support, it could go either way. It could go to the upside, and it could break through that support down to the next support. So like putting a short in while it's bouncing off of a support, to me, isn't a good idea. You should probably wait until we do see a little bit of leg up, a little bit of consolidation. And yeah, I could see it easily get up to the 8100 area. 8120 is now our resistance, which was our support earlier that we broke. And we had that support lane all the way back here. Check this out. Check this support out all the way back here. So that is a known support. We have 3 touches. Four touches. That's a very known support. So now that is going to be a very strong resistance. Know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, be careful with that. I would definitely, if we do not continue going further down from here, and we have an hour and 45 minutes left in this candle, then I do expect it to try to at least get back up to this resistance. So putting an order in at the 81.37 mark might not be a bad idea because it could wick a little bit further up at the $8,200 area, and you might be able to take advantage of that as well. So that's what I'm seeing with Bitcoin. And as long as I see anything else that tells me that we're going to be bullish, my stand still stays bearish. So that's what I got to say about that. Let's take a look at some other altcoins. If you guys have any other altcoins that you want me to take a look at, there is, again, guys, in my what's it called? I put what are some coins to take advantage of in a market like this. Nick says, I just seen us blow through the support with such ease. I felt it would continue to go down and bought in at 89.85, but I'm out now. We'll continue to watch. I think that's a good idea, Nick. I do. You just have to kind of sit and watch because it's gambling at that point. It is a coin toss. You have to wait to see what the support does. You have to wait to see if this support breaks, and it's a waiting game. We've had private conversations outside, and I know you've been doing very well with the shorts. So I believe you've been doing very well with the shorts because you've been patient. You've been patient in trying to figure out and trying to find out what a good position is to get in. And I do believe that we could get up to this 8120 support area, and that would be a good entry for a short. So let's take a look at the day chart. So the day chart is telling me that this support right here at the 7,900 is basically the only support we have until the 76, 77. So you could see a $200 drop there if we do break this support. Now, that's what's making me think that this support is going to be strong and it's going to hold for a little bit, at least for a couple days, and we could see some consolidation. Let's move this up a little bit, actually, because on the day chart, we got a resistance right here, 8160. It's not much, but guys, remember, all altcoins will follow. When you have when BTC takes a dump, these altcoins are going to follow, and that's just how it goes. I want to talk about NEO because NEO is just something that I believe we have a great opportunity to get into right now, or at least ladder yourself in, dollar cost average yourself in, because overall in the long-term picture, NEO is an intrinsically valuable coin, and it's a working coin that has use case behind it. It is a working product. And the more and more ICOs that NEO puts out, and the more and more successful ICOs that NEO puts out in the long term, the more and more NEO is going to grow. Is it going to overtake Ethereum? I don't think so. I think EOS is something to look at in the future. Even EOS right now, guys. EOS is a very good long-term hold. But NEO right now, I mean, look at these prices. Let's look on CoinMarketCap and see how much NEO is going for right now. I believe it's at like 58 bucks. 57.85 NEO. I mean, those prices they just talk to me. Because when we get back up to that $80 NEO, which we all know is coming, when this market reverses, we all know that NEO is going to get back up to $80. That's a fact. That's factory right there, and I believe that. I would put my money on that. NEO is not a dying coin. There's nothing that came out that saying that NEO is shutting down the doors and they're giving up. You know what I'm saying? NEO is an intrinsically valuable coin and it has use case, and it's going to keep doing its thing. But right now, as BTC drops, so here's what happened with NEO in my opinion, right? We had that net failure, the failure in the actual NEO blockchain. They had a network failure on one of their, I don't know the terms, so I'm not going to sound like an idiot by getting into it. But when BTC was moving up, NEO had some FUD news put out about it that caused the price to go down while BTC was going up. So I believe that it's a very good opportunity to get into a position for NEO right now because, I don't know. I mean, again, ladder yourself into a position, and until we see a little bit of gains from NEO, until we see a reversal in the market. To me, NEO is just a great buy right now, long term. I mean, we're gonna see NEO back up to $80. When, I don't know. I mean, but if you wanna keep laddering yourself into a position and keep getting more and more and put more in your portfolio. Just, you know, what I like to do is I have two portfolios. I have a swing trade account and I have a long-term hold account. So with NEO, you know, all these dips we see with NEO, I just keep buying a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. I put it into another long-term account that I have, and I just let it do its thing because I know that in the long term, NEO is going to come back. So that's about it. You know, I can't say much with the chart. I mean, you know, everything's bloody right now. We bloody. It's Bloody Thursday. But so that's about it. I mean, listen, we're holding this. But I'm out now. No, continue. You know, this is holding well. This support's holding well. Expect this to test resistance. And if you guys notice, when we have a leg down, right? When we have a leg down like this, we get a consolidation phase. It goes down quick. It goes down very quick. It pauses on support, and then it has a consolidation, right? So boom. I think we had that leg down. We hit support, and I do expect a consolidation. So you can take advantage on a short at the top of these consolidations. And, you know, that's it. But I would play it safe right now. Right now is just tricky time. TRX, something I always like to talk about. Not a coin I like long term, but, you know, it's going to do its thing. I see a lot of very, very reputable analysts saying that TRX will get to 32 cents by the end of, I can't remember if they said by the end of 2018 or by the end of this month or next month. But in the next couple months, they do predict that TRX will get up to at least 38 cents. And that's going by Elliott wave theory. So if Elliott wave theory proves to be correct on the NEO chart, then you could be looking at a 34 cent Tron. Yeah. So that's about it. I mean, you know, again, ladder yourself into a position. Now, I want to talk about some of the coins that we can get at prices that when they go low, there is I want to say 80% chance that they will come back, and they will come back strong. And obviously, the top three is going to be Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, right? When Bitcoin pulls back and when Bitcoin has its run on its next leg up, Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum will follow. And that's a fact, and that is a fact. I believe NEO as well. So when you go on KuCoin, NEO, they allow you to pair NEO in your trades. And the reason why I think they do that is because NEO coincides with the price of Bitcoin's movement. So if the Bitcoin's movement is in a positive upwards channel, then NEO is going to follow it. And I believe, and if Bitcoin's on its way down and in a downward trend, NEO also follows. So I believe that NEO is being paired on exchanges like KuCoin for that reason, because it's very similar to the movement of Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. So NEO is one of those coins that I would expect to absolutely double in price by the end of the year. Double. And I'll say it again. Double by the end of the year. Let's take a look at some other coins here. XRP. Somebody wanted me to talk about XRP, and it is the same kid every day, and I do not mind. George, you're my boy. I will always take a look at XRP for you. So XRP on the 4-hour chart right now is underneath all three EMAs. To me, that is a signal to ladder in. XRP is going to be around for a while because of the use case, and a lot of the banks are picking it up, and you know, it's definitely a long-term hold. As far as a day trade or a swing trade, there's not much there's too little volume coming into XRP right now. You know, we need to see this rally on BTC, man, for any of these coins to do much. Let's take a look at Neblio. Neblio is tanking right now, but it also is an intrinsically valuable coin. And I do think that Neblio is and will have big potential in 2018 going into 2019. Encash and Trash, again, huge money backing it. So I have a lot just waiting for the day that it hits that, 30, 40 cents, and I'm out. And I'll see what it does until I see otherwise. I know that they do have already 100 stores that they're in, and they have 1,000 verified users already, and they're making progress in the company itself. With people like Tim Draper backing it and a lot of big money backing it, then it is a coin that I have high beliefs in at least seeing a major pump in 2018 at some point. And there's nothing wrong with holding on to, whatever you can afford, obviously. But, 10% of your portfolio, there's nothing wrong with holding it in the Encash because it's going to see that pump. And listen, guys, as a disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Do not trade based on my opinions. Simply just take them and form them into your own opinion. Do not trade based on my opinion because I'm just a guy on YouTube. So don't listen to me. OMG, Amisigo, another intrinsically valuable coin. I think this does have potential to see some movement as soon as we turn around in the market. Let's see what BTC's up to now. We're at 79.92. Guys, we are seeing this rejection here. We are seeing a candle. We are seeing a wick, and it's starting to move its way up. Is it going to reverse? I don't think so, but it could. It could at least get up to this 81.60, like I said. So we're going on half hour right now. I think things went pretty good. Let me know what you guys want to see, man, in future videos. Throw it down in the comments. Let me know what you want to see. I would love to get this community built to a point where I can go live and we can just kind of hang out in here and just throw around some ideas. And, I want to, my overall, like I told you from the beginning, I'm not doing this for money. I'm not delusional in thinking that I'm going to become a YouTube star or a YouTube personality. I'm doing this simply to get myself involved in this community a little bit more because I do believe in this community long term, and I do believe in cryptocurrency long term, and I think it's going to be around for a long time. I don't think I'm going to ever make money off of YouTube. I'm not going to be one of these channels that has 200,000 subscribers, and it is what it is. But I'm doing this to get my name out and help those who are new, just like I was. And I had, a lot of YouTube channels that I went to for advice, and I was always watching those channels, and it's always good having that, So I just want to add to the community. That's all. I'm not doing this for any other reason. So as you can see, Bitcoin's starting to get that rejection at that support here. So Nick, I'm very happy, man, that you pulled out. Very happy that you pulled out of that short. It's too risky to do a long or a short with any kind of leverage, especially right now. So for the couple that are watching right now, do you guys have any other questions or anything else you want me to look at before we go ahead and end this stream? I think that's pretty much all I got. Keep an eye on TRX, guys, because TRX is going to be a mover this year. And that's not what I believe. That's just what a lot of very, very reputable analysts. Good call. It is pumping, man. Yeah. So, TRX is a coin that we should all be looking at right now not because I believe it's gonna do anything this year, because I have no idea. But a lot of reputable and big analysts are saying that we're going to see a 38-cent NEO in the TRX, in the very near future. So again, 10% of your portfolio in a very, very, cheap coin might not be a good idea. And if we start shitting the bed, then ladder yourself out, ladder out. get the hell out. So that's about it, man. Good call out. It's pumping now. Yeah, Nick. Yeah, boy. Thank you for joining, buddy. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, you know what my goal is with this channel, and you know, with all you guys, man, we can make this happen. We can make this happen and get this channel to a point where we can, you know, at least get, you know, a handful of people in here and really just go over what's going on. So tomorrow morning I will be back with another live stream, probably around 10 o'clock, let's say 10 o'clock Eastern time. I appreciate everybody who joined this stream. It does not go unnoticed. I truly, 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 truly appreciate all of my 9 followers. Again, we've been doing this for about a week and a half now. I do not expect to blow up overnight. I know this is going to be a work in progress, but I appreciate everybody who has contributed and just given me that motivation to keep on going. And I will continue to pump out content each and every day. I will try my best on that. And until the next one, happy trading and stay safe, because we are in no man's land. We're not really sure what's going to happen here. But overall, my count still stands bearish. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. All right, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I will, and guys, turn on post notifications, subscribe, like, do all that stuff so you guys know when I'm going live, and we can, you know, we can get the community a little bit more involved. All right, you guys have a good night, and I will talk to you later.